Today we are gathered here to celebrate one of life's greatest relationships, the joining of man and woman in the union we call marriage. Katie and Sam are joined together in this marriage, I ask you both to search your hearts, the wisdom of this covenant, which has been from ancient times been expressed to those ideas that come from the heart. Who gives this woman to be married to this man? You may be seated. So welcome, everyone. Today is one of those special days where people all over join together to celebrate. There actually may be people here that are a part of your family who you have actually never met because you live so far away. Take this time to get to know them and build lasting relationships. We also remember those who are not able to be here and are watching from above. In this moment, we remember them. Please turn around and take this moment. Take all the people that are here to support you. And your commitment to one another. Remember who is here. They are here. These are the ones who you can call on in times of need without fear of rejection or ridicule. Now, I would like to take this moment to remind you this is an unplugged ceremony. However, this is not my first rodeo. And I know that the desire to whip out your phones and take photos is much stronger than your will to be respectful to these two people. So, for the next 60 seconds, you can take as many photos as you would like from your seat. So get your phones out and get ready. Ready, set, and go. Woo! Woo! All right, so you can go ahead and put those phones up because here's the thing, if I see them during the ceremony, I'm going to stop the ceremony, get them, and throw them down the mountain. So let's get these two married. Before vows are taken, it is my responsibility to remind each of you of the significance and importance of the relationship that you are on the threshold of entering. The promises you are about to make to one another are ones of irrevocable love, fidelity, cooperation, and understanding through life and all of life's difficult challenges. I urge each of you to live up to the commitments you are making to one another. It is a commitment to life. It's what marriage is, to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth no other relationship can equal. A physical and emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. I know most, if not all of you, know these two and know most of their story, but I thought we'd go down memory lane just for a moment and explore how we got to today. So it's my understanding that Katie and Sam actually grew up a few miles from each other, but didn't meet until years later after high school. Their parents became friends through a workout group. And since day one, their parents wanted to set them up, as good parents would. When they both ended up moving to Chattanooga, Katie seized the opportunity to hang out with Sam as much as she could. It wasn't long until their first few dates that Katie knew that Sam was different, and the way he made her feel was something she would never want to go away. And the day they met, Katie started randomly crying out of pure happiness, very similar to what we saw as you came down the aisle. The more she got to know Sam, the more it scared her about how much she liked him. They took things slow, starting with friendship that blossomed into more over the following months. These two have taken numerous camping trips, canoe runs, group trips, vacations, and family gatherings together. Katie once told Sam that, "I wish I could live in a box with you and be unconditionally happy as long as I'm with you." Little did she know that a year later that would happen, and they would be traveling across the country to live on a short bus for 6 months. Be careful what you wish for, I think, is the moral of this story. They have navigated hospital visits, the death of friends and family, the loss of their beloved dog. They would not have been able to get through these hard life trials without being at each other's side. The true love story that Sam and Katie is only one of the beginning. This love story has made more chapters and will be written, and today is one step in their journey toward happily ever after. And at this time, I would like to invite Katie's father, Steve, to come and read a passage.
These were read at our wedding. Ephesians. For husbands, this means love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her to make her holy and clean, washed by the cleansing of God's word. He did this to present her to himself as a glorious church without a spot or a wrinkle or any other blemish. Instead, she will be holy and without fault. In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as they love their own bodies. For a man who loves his wife actually shows love for himself. No one hates his own body, but feeds and cares for it, just as Christ cares for the church. And we are members of his body. As scriptures say, a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. Corinthians. If I could speak all the languages of the earth and angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy and I understood all God's secrets and plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. Love never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge will become useless, but love will last forever. Proverbs. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take.
Within the circle of love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and counselor. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, and commitment is stronger. Marriage understands and forgives the mistakes life is unable to avoid. It encourages and nurtures new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing love through the seasons of life. When two people pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique to themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written word. Marriage is a promise, potential made in the two hearts of people who love, which takes a lifetime to fulfill. I invite all married couples here to momentarily reflect on your relationship and see how you can not only love your spouse, but encourage your relationship to become even better. Katie, Sam, in reminding you to observe your marital duties and obligations, I have done my part. And now it's your turn. As you join hands, I want you to look into each other's eyes. Do you, Sam, have this woman to be your wedded wife, and will you be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? There we are. And Katie, do you have this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, for you to be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
It's my understanding that the two of you have written vows for one another. Sam, you go first.
Katie, you're the pinup girl of my dreams, but no artist could recreate the unique color of your eyes. I will, to the end of time, make sure you and everyone else knows how beautiful you are. Many people would agree with me in saying you are the sweetest girl I've ever met. You're an anomaly. Gorgeous women are never this truly down to earth. You're virtually never sour, and when you are, I probably deserve it. Your smile could usher world peace, and your warmth could end all wars, and I vow to fight to my last breath to keep that affection. You've already seen me at my sickest, and you've healed me from my weakest. We've tramped in buses and bathed in buckets. I've asked so much of you, and miraculously you keep coming back for more. It does not go unnoticed. The downhill bit is coming, and it will be easy roads and smooth sailing. Till we get there, your happiness will be my top priority. I will always stay faithful to you. You can rely on me like the sunrise. Only my love will never set.
All right, Katie. The bar has been set.
So you honey, I sweat and I cry, so from our first kiss, I immediately knew then that this was the last man that I'll ever kiss. Reflecting on our 40-something years together, I can't tell you how much you mean to me. I've told you countless of times I've cried from pure happiness and literally the smallest things that you do. Your passions in life motivate me to be the best version of myself. Your ingenuity knows no bounds, and your imperfections have made you so perfect. In life, I can't help but bring you up in conversation because you remind me of everything. Everything I see, everything I find funny, everything that brings me pure happiness reminds me of you. I don't know my life without you, and I can't picture it. I can't tell you how lucky I feel standing next to you today and promising forever. Thank you for choosing me and for being my partner in every sense of the word. I promise to always support you, laugh with you, and love you deeper for the rest of my life and of our days. Through every high peak and low valley, I will get through it with you together. I love you, Samuel, just for me.
And there's not a dry eye here. Do we have rings? Give yours. These rings are a symbol of eternity and an unbroken circle of love. Love is freely given, has no beginning and no end. Today, Katie and Sam have chosen to exchange rings as a sign of their love for one another, and as a seal of the promise they make on this day. This unbroken circle represents their union. It's a circle of infinity and of their infinite love. Katie, Sam, when you look at these rings on your hands, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you now feel for one another. Remember all the love and support poured into these rings by your family and friends. Your two lives are being joined in an unbroken circle, and wherever you go, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. May you two find each other the love for which all men and women so desperately long for. May you grow in understanding and compassion, and may these two rings symbolize the spirit of undying love in the hearts of you both. Sam, place the ring on Katie's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward,
I promise from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter,
May my heart be your shelter,
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
Katie, place the ring on Sam's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart. I promise from this day forward, you shall not walk alone. May my heart be your shelter, and my arms be your home. Before I pronounce you as husband and wife, I want to take a few seconds for you to look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness you're feeling at this very moment. Let those feelings sink deep into your hearts. And I hope this moment and these feelings will stick with you all the days of your lives. And with that, inasmuch as you, Sam and Katie, have announced the truths that we've already known and are written on your hearts by the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee, I now pronounce you as husband and wife. Sam, well, go for it. Go. All right. Each of you have a confetti popper in your seat. Go ahead and get those ready, and as the bride and groom are about to exit down the aisle, when they get close to you, go ahead and pop that confetti popper. So, for the first time, I now present Mr. and Mrs. Beckwith. The Herman. There we go.
Climbed down to be set free. She took me in again. I gotta know more about this. When she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet.
I thank you all so much. If immediate family would stick around for family photos ever.